This has Texans fans fired up as we officially had week 2 preseason in the books. Finally got to see the starters. CJ Stroud was out there, Nico Collins, the whole offense, Nick Chubb. A couple guys were missing, Titus Howard, Joe Mixon, but also, we're officially 3 weeks away from the NFL season. So as it gets closer and closer, I cannot wait for the season. Let me know your thoughts on the team so far. But basically today we're going to touch on everything Texans from week 2. I know it's the Carolina Panthers they played, so it might not be the most beneficial. Consider the Panthers had a bad defense last year. We can kind of assume the worst. But appreciate everyone hanging out. 75% of you are not subscribed. So if you would do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate all the people that are joining the Texans Digest crew. But as for this video, let's start with the offense. Not CJ Stroud and Arian Terracer. We'll get to that. But the first kind of 2 drives for the Texans, they went 3 and out in the first drive. It happens. You're not going to have a perfect offensive outing every single time you're on the field, but the fact that they did go against the Panthers' first-team starters, Derek Brown being out there, we all seen the clips in the training camp of the mini joint practice where Kate Stover laid out one of the players. And I also do want to mention John Mechie just got traded, so we're probably going to have another update video. Recording these kind of both simultaneously, so just be on the lookout if you see this video first. But just to kind of go over this kind of offense, I mean, it was 4th and goal from the 5, and you love the aggressiveness from the Texans and Nick Caley saying, hey, let's go for it. I mean, you could give the credit to DeMeco Ryans, but I feel like he's more the defensive coach. I feel like DeMeco trusts Nick Caley to be like, all right, we're going for it from the 5. So, here's how the second drive of the first team capped off.
Stroud with pressure coming to the goal line.
And you love to see that. You love to see it. Nico Collins going crazy. I mean, he really is going to be the number 1 target for CJ Stroud. I love both of their energy. I mean, realistically, this is going to be an awesome team. And the run game was just as dominant. No Titus Howard, no Dameon Pierce, no Joe Mixon. Nick Chubb looked fine. I mean, he's not going to be anything astronomical, but he's going to be good enough to get the job done, and that's what you were expecting with Chubb. So I love Chubb, love Mixon, and those 2-3 guys that are going to be in there should work out pretty well. So 9 rushes, 52 yards, 5.7 yards per attempt. I mean, that's all you can really ask for. And then the offensive line, oh my goodness, this is what you love to see. Ariante Ursery, Laken Tomlinson, Jake Andrews, Ed Ingram. I want to see Ursery at left tackle more. Obviously, that's Cam Robinson's job because there's not necessarily a better player to go over there at the moment. What we could see the Texans do is go and put Titus Howard at right tackle, but all off the 25 snaps, 0 pressures. Everyone's kind of near the 70 PFF grade. Ursery, I mean, I think that's, mid. But as I've said for the past 2-3 months, all you need is the offensive line to be mid, give CJ Stroud enough time, because CJ's a pocket passing quarterback. When he had 2 to 5 seconds to throw the ball last year, that was not good. But now the fact that he has at least 1 Mississippi, 2 all the way up to 4, he's got 4 seconds to throw the ball, and that's what you want to see. If Stroud can hang in the pocket for 4 seconds, and even if he's flushed, he's an athlete. He can move outside the pocket. He may not be Lamar Jackson, but he's still got some wheels. So the biggest kind of plus on here is Ed Ingram jumping up to a 79.6. And I know it's only 25 snaps, so a low sample size, but can we see Ed Ingram as the starting right guard? I mean, that's an interesting thing. Do we see Titus Howard move back to right tackle? I mean, there's a lot of things you can kind of touch on here. Do we see Juice Scruggs jump in at guard? There's a lot of different possibilities here. Or is Ursery going to move to right tackle? Is Cam Robinson going to be the starting left tackle? I'm just trying to question here, but it seems like they're going to move Ursery from left to right, right to left. He's definitely going to have a couple, minutes adjusting to the NFL, but 71 PFF grade. Again, he's a rookie. He should be playing in every preseason game. But the offensive line looked solid. As far as the defense, I want to actually touch on the defensive line. I mean, in 7 pass rushes, Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson both had 2 pressures on the quarterback. Now, I will keep in mind, this is the Carolina Panthers offensive line. Not the best offensive line in terms of Ike Ekwonu, Taylor Moton, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. But Ike Ekwonu is pretty good. Moton is okay, but here's the thing. the fact that the Texans D-line is still going to be just as significant as it was last year, this has a potential to be one of the best defenses in the NFL. I'd say top 5, if not top 3. And realistically, the defensive line has so much depth, not only between Tim Settle, Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson. I mean, that whole list is depth. But you also have players missing that aren't playing now but will play in regular season time. That's Sheldon Rankin. So, again, this is an awesome D-line. I love the front 7. The only question I really have is either the defensive tackle kind of rotating, but there is a good system there with DeMeco Ryans being able to do well. One of the other surprising rookies, I will say, Jalen Smith. I mean, a day 2 pick. I was kind of questioning at the time because the Texans did have a lot of secondary already, but it did make sense. Not at the moment, but now thinking back on it, okay, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he's like 30. He's getting older. I mean, what are the Texans going to do? And then he happened to get hurt. So we could see Jalen Smith start for a few weeks. Is he going to give the job back to C.J. Gardner-Johnson? We'll see. But here was his day. He actually had a great day.
Absolutely. 3rd and 12. Plummer, slant, intercepted. Picked off and on the run across midfield.
So a pick on the day for Jalen Smith. I mean, that's all you love to see. So definitely wasn't the best look for Hunter Renfrow. I don't know if Bryce Young just missed him, but again, he's out there with the first team reps. I'm pretty sure Bryce Young threw that football if I was not mistaken. But again, you like to see the players playing really well. An 81 PFF grade, very, very telling in terms of how he's playing so far in the preseason. So another day 2 DB kind of steal for the Texans. You got a lot of Jalen's on the roster. Jalen Smith. There's so many. Jalen Reed. No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jalen Reed from Penn State. They have a lot of different Jalen's already. Jalen Mills they just signed. So it's just like already confusing to me to know all the different Jalen's on the team. But besides the point, that was a great game from the defense overall. And one of the other things we can kind of go back to on offense was Ariante Ursary, one of the rookies. And I think he's only going to continue to get better and better. So just give him all the reps that you can. But C.J. Stroud just had to speak on the matter. And honestly, you love to hear your quarterback just talking a lot of praise on your offensive lineman. And that's what C.J. Stroud is.
Hey, I think Tay has one of the best mindsets I've seen from a rookie, in my couple years in the league. He texted me the night he got drafted, and I texted him. I was like, hey, bro, excited to have you on the team. And he was like, I'm going to die on the O-line for you, bro. I'm going to die out there. I was like, all right, bro, appreciate that, man. I respect that, bro. I appreciate you saying that. So that's just his mindset. He wants to, be great. He asks the questions, going against Will and Danielle every day makes him really good. And I think, when he faces other guys, he's like, man, it's kind of easy, but he still keeps up that same tenacity and that same work ethic. So very mature guy, loves football, loves his teammates, and I think he's going to be great in this league.
Speaking of the offense, and not only the run game, the offensive line play, I mean, you also need to look at Woody Marks. Led the team in rushing in the preseason, and realistically, he is the future of this team. You bring in Nick Chubb, you bring in Joe Mixon. There's only a matter of time before those players are off the team. I'd say maybe 2-3 years. They're probably not going to be as explosive. We know running back careers are very short in the NFL. You have Pierce, you have Derek Ogunbowale, but to say the least, DeMeco Ryans was pretty hyped up to see Woody Marks out there. 7 times 40 yards, 5.7 yards per carry. I will admit, I moved to Indiana, so I'm about an hour and a half from Indianapolis, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity to go to Lucas Oil Stadium for a few bucks, so I didn't actually watch the whole game. I didn't watch most of the game. I didn't watch any of the game. Well, let's put it this way. I was at the Colts game. I watched the Colts preseason game. Yes, it looks bad as a Texans fan, but, it's the only football around. Football is my jam. So, yes, I'm going to go watch it. Yes, before you kill me in the comments, I did go watch the film, and I literally saw everything of what happened in this game. So, yes, I am up to date on what I'm talking about. I saw a couple of the bursts from Woody Marks. It was a great day for him. But anyways, DeMeco Ryans, again, talked about it, and it was lovely to see.
I think Tay has one of the best.
Improve. I thought Woody definitely shined today. Talk about playing physical brand of football like Woody did that. Running through 4 defenders, 3 defenders at a time and still falling forward. Like, that's what I expect from our backs, and he did a really nice job of that. And just also with our backs, he's done a really nice job in pass protection, picking up the blitzes. I think Jawar had one. We had a couple last week, but they've done a really nice job picking up the blitzes in protection, giving our quarterback time to finish the down.
So Woody Marks definitely shined today, running through 4 defenders, still falling forward. I mean, that's kind of the reason you drafted him, because he not only can he get up the speed very quickly, he can catch the ball out of the backfield, but he just keeps his legs moving forward. And he's that north-south runner that the Texans kind of need. A younger guy who's going to take over, not necessarily this season. He could, but you could see why they drafted him, and it's just so great to see. Final kind of thing on offense before we kind of wrap this up, but Jaden Higgins, I mean, if I could find where it is right about somewhere. Jaden Higgins, where is he? Nico Collins, that did happen. Okay, well, I don't have it on here, but Jaden Higgins is the second coming of Nico Collins. He looks a little bit slow out of his routes, but, I mean, you literally drafted 2 Nico Collins who can run great routes, and we got to see a glimpse of it, so here's a little clip of Mr. Jaden Higgins.
I thought Woody definitely.
Little break on the out route, and, I mean, that's all you want to see. Nice catch, not the best throw from Stroud, but overall, we got to see a little bit of Jaden Higgins, so I definitely think Jalen Noel will be out there a decent ton as well. Overall, a very productive bounce back week. Week 1 of preseason, we didn't really see many of the starters. It was kind of Davis Mills right away. So they kind of put a little bit more of the starters out there for the first time. And, Davis Mills played more of the second quarter, and we didn't see that much of Graham Mertz. But, I think Keaton Slovis has taken that third quarterback spot. We don't really know at the time. I mean, I don't know if they cut a rookie in Mertz, but it's interesting to see if the Texans keep 4 quarterbacks, because they don't need him. I think Mills has solidified himself as a backup. So I'm just interested in understand why they took Mertz with that, kind of 5th, 6th round area. I mean, it works out, no harm, no foul. But Irv Smith Jr. led the way, 5 catches, 46 yards. And the trade that just happened, it's very interesting. They actually got the tight end from the Eagles and Hunter. Hang on here. Hunter Long. So I'm pretty sure the Texans just need some depth after Brevin Jordan went down. But realistically, I'm happy for the team. A lot of the players that played in the Week 1 preseason game aren't going to be the guys that are out there it's how it is, right? So we saw a lot more of Nico Collins, Jaden Higgins, Christian Kirk, John Mechie's obviously gone, Berrios and Jalen Noel and Christian Kirk, of course, are all going to take spots at the slot position. I think this has gone on a little too long, but thank you guys so much for sticking around, listening to some preseason recap. Tried to get as many nuggets, information, clips that you guys needed to see about the team, so I hopefully recap that best of my ability. Nico Collins, I can't wait for the season. It's going to be awesome. So just want to say thank you guys just for all the support in the past year. We haven't even been a year on the channel yet, and we're close to 2,000 subscribers. So just want to say thank you guys so much. The support's been unreal, and realistically, genuinely, thank you. I mean, this has been a blast to run Texans Digest and just do it on the side, off of my full-time job. So it's just a nice little side thing. So anyway, enough of me. Texans till we die. 3 weeks from the NFL season. Preseason recap. John Mechie just got traded, so this video is either after that or before that. Go check it out. But thank you guys once again. It's been Mike Zanetti, Texans Digest. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.